Today, in the weekly review of the national and international issues, let's look at the Khalistani issue and the role of Canada in fomenting this trouble. Internationally, the dam burst in Libya and the consequent flooding that killed thousands, maybe a lakh of people in Libya. Both these issues, let us have a look at. First, the Khalistani issue. It's a fact that Canada has been sympathetic and has been supporting the Khalistani elements and the terrorists from their soil. But for that type of a support, the type of a bombing that happened on Kanishka flight from Canada to India would never have happened. Even after that has happened, what was the progress of investigation? Not much. Nobody has been pinned down and made responsible for that. And this happened during the tenure of the present Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau's father. And then, now this man, Justin Trudeau, who is the Prime Minister of Canada, is dependent on the Khalistanis for his very political existence. That's why he was unnecessarily taking a lead and trying to voice his concern about internal affairs of India, like the farmers' agitation, which he supported from Canada. But when farmers in Canada did an agitation, he crushed it with an iron hand. That's the double standards of these people. And then, of course, the recent Nijjar killing. The way he's trying to make India responsible for this and exposing an embassy official is something very mean and not expected of a government in power. Whether he is doing alone or this is plot in which the other Anglo-Saxon countries who think that they still dominate and control the world are also partners, we'll only come to know in the future. These are, of course, England, USA, Australia and Canada. All these four countries are all the time keep sharing intelligence, working in unison, whether it's the Ukraine war or whatever it is. One thing is a fact. In the last 1 decade, India has really gone ahead, both economically and politically. Geopolitically also, it has become a very important nation. The way they have handled the Ukraine war, taken an independent stand, and still managed to survive without sanctions, speaks volumes about the way India is playing its role in the international affairs. The successful completion of the G20 recently in India and India becoming a voice for the global south is also a matter of concern for these countries who want to dominate the world. So I'll not be surprised if they are looking for some fault lines to weaken the country, and one of the fault lines they may be looking at is this Khalistan. Similarly, recently in The Economist, there was an article about the North-South divide. I mean, specifically, they can't talk of something good about India. They are looking for what are the fault lines on which they can play on. These articles don't come just like that as a matter of course. There's a deliberate design behind whatever they do. The Western press, the Western newspapers, and the Western governments. They play it up, then look for conspirators within the country to work with them. And we have lots of them. So people have to be careful, and very happy the way the government of India has responded. When Kanishka was bombed, what was our response? We didn't respond the way we should have. But now we are responding the way we should and telling him, this is where you stand, just get lost. I mean, even in case Nijjar killing thing, What is that the Western world wants to tell? They can go ahead and kill Gaddafi, they can go ahead and change or be responsible for the killing of Allende in Chile and things like that. And then, when it is the issue of other countries, they keep on preaching. This is their double standard. We have to be watchful about our national integration, because the more and more we grow and more we become important internationally, these forces, along with their companions within the country, will try to foment internal troubles. This is exactly, I think, the design of Justin Trudeau when he is trying to foment these problems between Hindus and Sikhs in Canada, so that it can spill over into India and can become a problem. So I mean, we have to be careful and handle this properly and tactfully, so that we don't become a prey to their Machiavellian tactics. This, I think, is an important issue as far as this Khalistan thing that is going on in Canada.